Talking Luther College football with head coach Aaron Hafter. And coach, going back to Saturday out here at Carlson Stadium, that was just a outright street brawl on Saturday as Wartburg ended up getting you 24-21. Credit Wartburg for making some big plays at some big times, but I think you'd agree a lot of reasons to look in the mirror at yourselves on things that you didn't do on Saturday. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think you said it right the first time. It was a great college football game, and Coach Willis and I after the game were just talking about how hard both teams played, and for small college football, what a great atmosphere and great opportunity to on TV, you know, for the Iowa Conference to kind of represent the Iowa Conference to show that the teams are going to play hard and do things like that, and it was fun. And you're right as far as, you know, we missed some opportunities the other day to win the football game. You know, the one that stands out the most, I think, is when we had the ball, we're up 21-17, and we had an opportunity to, I think we're inside the 35, you know, it was 2nd and 3, and when we turned the ball over, you know, we had an opportunity, you know, maybe to score, but even more so to kind of grind the clock a little bit and put some pressure on them to have to drive the ball and try to score. And unfortunately, we turned the ball over, and you know, and they capitalized on that and went down and scored.
And I know in years past, there's been so many times where this group of guys has fought hard and given up the lead in the second half, and once they gave it up, it was the opponent winning the game. Not only once, but twice did you come back and take the lead on Saturday. I know you didn't get the ultimate result that you wanted, but is that a little bit of a sign of steps going in the right direction?
You know it is, and that's what I like about this football team is that they're battling. You know, it's you know, when we get down, it seems to be some type of an even keel there that they come back and have confidence in their ability that we can come back and score and get the lead back. And like we said earlier, it was just kind of a hard-fought game back and forth, and both teams battled, and the lead changes were crazy, and in the end, it just didn't work out for us.
And on the penalty end of things, not a lot of teams have the margin of error to have double-digit penalties and triple-digit yards in penalties on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and we're going to have our penalties. I'm not going to sit here and say, because right now our kids are very physical, and we play really hard, and we're going to have some penalties. Obviously, we don't want to have that many penalties, and we have to start eliminating those things because they're drive killers. And right now, you know, on offense, we're killing ourselves at times. And you know, when we don't kill ourselves, we have good drives and we put points on the board. And so we have to start minimizing those things to continue our success on offense.
From a coaching perspective, when it comes to penalties, I know this might be a little bit of a silly question, but are there some that are more tolerable when a kid is trying to make a play or open up something for a teammate? Are some penalties more tolerable to you than perhaps other penalties?
I don't think there's any doubt about that. I mean, you know, when we're going out and we're practicing tough, and we're coaching our kids to play extremely hard, those things are going to happen. I mean, our kids right now are doing everything possible, especially up front, to do everything possible to make it happen. You know, and sometimes they go above and beyond what they need to do, and we just have to continue to coach those, and they have to watch film and try to minimize those things.
And going into this week, how do you balance it from a coaching perspective, knowing the fact that you did a lot of good things on Saturday, but you were so close to doing a few more things better and getting a victory on Saturday? How do you balance that in your approach to this week?
We're going to go at it this week like we always do, and we're going to go out and we're going to practice hard today and tomorrow again. And it's going to be, you know, we talked about this a lot with our kids, is we have to go play better on the road. And, you know, going to Central obviously is going to be a very, very tough challenge. And we're going to prepare really hard this week, and we're going to get ready to go out and hopefully give great effort on Saturday. If we do that, we're going to have an opportunity to win the ball game.
Fall break on campus this week. How are you handling that from a practice and preparation standpoint?
Well, we're going to go a little bit earlier this week to kind of get some rest. We'll practice early this afternoon, then we'll practice in the morning. So, and then and then our kids start back to class on Thursday. But we'll have a little bit of extra rest from the physical practices we have on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have a little longer turnaround, so we'll be hopefully a little bit more fresh on Saturday afternoon.
And Central, a team, they don't have a Central type record to this point, but anytime you're playing the Dutch, you're facing a good football team. What impresses you the most about this year's Central squad?
Just like Central, you know, even when I was at William Penn, we had an opportunity to scrimmage Central, so I know what Central's all about. And their kids are very physical, very strong kids. I mean, that's one thing that stands out on film is the way they control the line of scrimmage and how strong their kids are. So we're going to have to match that intensity, play hard to the whistle and really maintain blocks and really on defense, fly to the ball and rally tackle and do those things, because their kids play extremely hard and they're really strong. And when you play teams like that, you just have to match that intensity that they bring on Saturdays.
All right, hopefully it can be road win number 1 this weekend for you, Coach. We wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Aaron Hafner talking Luther College football.